The Democrats have an identity problem. Bernie Sanders playing to huge crowds across the country. He is a socialist. Meanwhile, the head of the Democrat National Committee, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, if you remember, couldn't say twice what the difference was between a socialist and a Democrat. In my opinion, there's not that much difference anyway. That's why she couldn't tell you. Joining me now, Town Hall senior politics editor Guy Benson. All right, Guy, let's go right at it. Are the Democrats the new Socialist Party of America? I know that's a loaded question. I know it's biased, quite clearly, but answer it.
More or less, yes, because when you confront Debbie Wasserman Schultz with this question, not just once, but twice in the span of a few days, she can't come up with a cogent argument differentiating between the Democratic Party and socialism in terms of an ideological perspective or project. And so I think what we're looking at right now is a Democratic Party that has shifted dramatically to the left. I know there's a lot of navel-gazing and ink has been spilled about how far and radical to the right the Republicans have gone. Very little attention paid on the other side, where now the spirit animal of the Democratic Party is Elizabeth Warren. And since she's not running for president, Bernie Sanders is her stand-in. And look at the type of attention that he's getting and the crowds he's drawing.
Do you think this is going to open the door for another question about Joe Biden? After all, Hillary Clinton's got real problems with the email scandal. Bernie Sanders is way out there on the left. That opens the door for more pressure on Vice President Biden, doesn't it? Look, I don't know whether there's anything going on, but surely this sets up the opportunity for him to start making a move.
Well, I do think that if you're someone who wants Joe Biden to run for president, more than ever, there might be a path for him to win, or at least to win the nomination. And so why not take a crack at it? I think what's interesting, Stuart, if you look at what's going on right now in the Democratic primary, Bernie Sanders, we've been talking this morning about a new poll out of New Hampshire where he has taken the lead over Mrs. Clinton in that state, a crucial early state. What's interesting is when you watch his rallies with these massive, massive gatherings of people, and he's interrupted by the Black Lives Matter crowd, and he sort of lets them do it. He has treated Hillary Clinton with kid gloves every step of the way. He won't criticize her in speeches in any sort of harsh or significant way. He ducks questions in interviews, and there are some very easy points for him to make if he wanted to make them about her record voting for the Iraq War, for her corporatism, for her Wall Street ties, and especially now he could say, look, I'm the only major candidate in this race who's not under federal investigation. He can ramp up his rhetoric if he wanted to. He hasn't so far, which suggests to me that at this point he's still a stalking horse. He doesn't seem serious about actually winning the race.
Got it. I think you're right. Guy Benson, thanks for joining us, as always. Appreciate it, sir.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir.